What's up, everybody? We just got back from the Farm Science Review in London, Ohio, and I went ahead and took a shower, and I'm back out here in my shop, and it is a total disaster. I just replaced the head gasket on this car I bought, and it took me about 3 weeks, which is about 2 weeks longer than I wanted it to take. And now I have a huge mess to clean up. But we got to get it cleaned up because we're going to try to stick the 8000 in here. A couple of the, well, not a couple, both of the rear brakes are bleeding off. So you got to pump the pedal to get them primed back up. And I think it's the two seals in the rear axle housing. But I'm going to get this cleaned up so we have some room to work in here. Well, that was loud. Okay, I got the shop all cleaned up. I think I had about an hour in it. But yeah, it looks pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that tractor in here. And I don't think we'll get started taking the axles off tonight, the axle housings tonight. But I think Dad's gonna be getting parts tomorrow to fix it. So we should be able to get started on it tomorrow night, I think. Hopefully, we'll see. Ew, that's nasty. Well, I got it all taken apart. The seals I think are bad on this thing. They're real flat and there's really no rough spots, but they're pretty flush all the way around it. So I think that might be where the oil was getting out. But it also turns out that this brake disc here is pretty well shot. And I think it might be warped a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and get new brake discs. So Dad brought the seals over tonight. We'll probably get those put in next time we're out here. I'm done for tonight, but yeah, there's really no reason to rush and get it done right now because we're gonna have to wait on the brake discs to show up anyway. And I got plans this weekend, so probably next week is when I'll end up working on it. I think that's gonna be it for tonight. I'll probably pick back up in a couple days. Well, that was sketchy. I think I definitely need to get 2 people next time if we do it again. But I did a 9600 last winter, and it worked pretty well using an engine hoist like this. I didn't have any issues taking the tires off, so I thought it'd work again. That thing just about went over. I would have probably messed up the plywood on the wall, and I got an electrical outlet right there. Definitely not an ideal situation. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this safely put back on, hopefully. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Okay, switching it up a little bit. I was working on the tractor tonight, and I decided it's a nice enough evening, I better come over to Mom and Dad's and get our wagons out, because the beans. Oh, hi, pup. How are you? Anyway, the beans are about ready. I think probably next week if it stops raining, and if the combine's available. We rent the combine, so we kind of are at the mercy of my uncle who we rent it from. But yeah, I just want to be ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these wagons out of here and probably get them cleaned up a little bit, grease the wheel bearings, and set them out back by the bin. Pretty shiny. About ready to get dirty again, hopefully next week, as long as the weather holds. I ended up bringing the wagons down to the shop that my dad works at, because they have a nice power washer already set up, and I don't have to stretch out air hoses to do the tires and everything. But yeah, I think that's gonna be about it for me for tonight. I'll pick back up again tomorrow night. But it feels like this video has been just all over the place. There's just not time to get it all done at once. We all work full-time jobs, and it just takes a while to get this kind of thing done. Uh-oh. A little muddy. I think I'm stuck. Come on, Bessie. Keep on moving. There we go. Nope, got in the beans a little bit. Oops. That didn't go like I hoped. Yeah, that was way too wet.
I didn't think about it until you put in this corner. And
it's like 3 inches deep. Oh well. So much for freshly washed wagons. It'll be alright.
all pulled up.
Yep. Did. But I kind of got in the beans over there. I couldn't steer. Oh man. Wiped them out. I just couldn't turn. Oh well.
Yeah, you got in about the worst spot there is. I've been clipping this corner and been all right.
Yeah. Shoot. Well, at least we're putting a driveway in, I guess. Back in the shop. Time kind of got away from me, and I didn't video the rest of it, but I got the tractor put back together, except for the rear weights. I got to tighten up the bolts around the axle first, because I got an impact from home from Mom and Dad's, but I forgot a socket, so it's kind of hard to tighten it down without a socket. But anyway, it's pretty much done. I got to put hydraulic oil in, and then Once I get the bolts tightened up, I'll put the weights back on. But you get the gist of how that happens because you saw how they came off. I think I'm gonna wrap it up for this one. I think I've drug it on about long enough by now. So thanks for watching, and hopefully the next one, we're starting some bean harvest. That's the plan anyway. So see you next time.